Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the December 2011 commencement ceremony of the College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources. Please stand to honor our faculty and graduates. Agribusiness Management. Agricultural Economics. Agricultural Education. Agricultural Systems Management. Agriculture. Animal Sciences. Biochemistry. Food Science and Nutrition. Hospitality Management. Plant Science. Science and Agricultural Journalism.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Brian Garton, and it's my pleasure to serve as the Associate Dean of Academic Programs for the College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources. On behalf of the graduates, faculty, and staff, welcome to our college's December 2011 commencement ceremony. This afternoon, we will honor and recognize 152 students for their academic accomplishments and award them with the Bachelor of Science degree in their respective disciplines. At this time, I ask that you stand as we honor our country and the women and men who serve it by singing our national anthem, which will be sung by Miss Whitney Dahlstrom. Whitney is a sophomore from Monette, Missouri. Whitney?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the platform party, which includes members of the university and college administration and faculty advisors who are here today to help celebrate with you and your families. Please hold your applause until all the platform party has been introduced. On this side of the stage, if you'd stand and wave, and then you can sit back down after I call your name. Vice Chancellor and Dean Tom Payne, the leader of our college. Mr. Brett Begeman, who's our speaker today, and you'll hear more about in a few minutes. Dr. Mark Lennett. Mark is our Associate Dean for Research and Extension. Mr. Rick Meyer. Rick is our Ag Alumni Association President. Julie Bellemare. Julie is the chair of our college's policy committee. Willie Myers. Willie is the director of the Ag International Programs. Dave Baker. Dave is the Assistant Dean for Agriculture and Natural Resources Extension. On this side, we have Sherry Fryermuth. Sherry is the Assistant Dean of Academic Programs. Jim Spain. Jim is the Vice Provost for Undergraduate Studies, but probably more important here today, and for the graduates out here, a Professor of Animal Science. Bill Lamberson. Bill is our interim director for the Division of Animal Sciences. Mike Collins. Mike is the director of the Division of Plant Sciences. Jill Findice. This is Jill's first graduation with us. She is the director of the Division of Applied Social Sciences. And Santa's elf that's here with us today just happens to be, he masquerades sometime as the division director of the School of Natural Resources, Mark Ryan. And finally on the end is Jing Lu Tan. Jing Lu Tan is the Division Director of Food Systems and Biological Engineering. From our Ag Economics Department, Dr. Mike Monson, Jan Dobby, Maria Rodriguez Alcala, Randy Westergren. From our Agricultural Education Program, Anna Henry. From Ag Systems Management, Bulent Coach, Leon Schumacher, and Joe Zulovich. We'll stay on this side. From Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, David Vaught. From Rural Sociology, Mary Grigsby. From Plant Sciences, Mary Ann Gowdy. Bob Seitz, David Trinkline, Brad Friesenberg, and Walter Gassman. From Animal Sciences, George Jesse, Rod Geisert, Trista Strzok, Tim Safransky, Mike Smith. Hey, you got a special one there, Mike. From Biochemistry, David Emmerich, Brenda Pekulis, Frank Schmidt, Tom Mawhinney, and Virginia Peterson. From Food Science, Andrew Clark, Ingolf Gruen, Mingxi Lin, Bankosh Barnharnabudi. And from Hospitality Management, Jim Groves, Leslie Jett, Danae Williamson, Lance Hatfield, Dao Young Kim, and Jeff Gwynn. Let's give all of our administrators and the faculty advisors a hand for being here today. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. At this time, it's my privilege to invite the leader of our great college to come forward and bring greetings on behalf of the college. Please help me welcome Dr. Thomas Payne, the Vice Chancellor and Dean of the College of Agriculture, Food and Natural Resources, to the podium.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Now, I want to make a special introduction of a great friend of our college, a member of our college. He works on poultry, which some don't think are animals, but a lot of us do think they're animals. Do you all think poultry are animals? Come on, do you? Animal science people? For real? All right, I'm going to introduce an animal scientist. He's actually the vice provost of University Extension and the director of Extension, Michael Ort. Stand up. He's a poultry guy. He's a great partner of our college, and we appreciate him being here very much. Now, tradition has it that the vice provost for undergraduate studies and I, who is really most significant because he's a faculty in animal sciences, Jim Spain and I do the MIZZOU. You've heard about that, right? Okay, but you haven't heard this. How many of you have been helped or taken courses from Dr. Spain and you've passed? A lot of you in the room. I won't bother you, but that's all right. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. What I want you to understand is this. So he was like a decision point in your career. I mean, you took a class, you want to pass, so you needed to be nice to him and everything else. That's over with. You've taken your exams. We have all the scores. I'm the guy that's in between you and getting out of here. So now, does that change the deck a little bit? So we're going to do this, and I'll be MIZ, and I'm going to be over here, and he'll be ZOU, and he'll be way over there. And the deal is we divide the room maybe about where the photographer is on my side. All of the parents and loved ones who want your kids to graduate will yell for me, right? And then Spain, give him a token thing so he won't go home and cry. Does that seem reasonable? All right, wait a minute. We have 2 microphones. Last year I lost, but they took the batteries out of my microphone. Now they've taped over the on button. Well, that one's yours because it doesn't work. All right, you ready? Are you going to stand up here, or are you going to go down there and work the crowd? Turn his off further.
I'm going down here.
I understand.
With the alumni.
Oh, he's good.
And in Memorial Stadium at Faroe Field, who does the MIZ? Which side of the stadium? The students? That's right. And who does ZOU? Now, are you students or are you alumni? There you go, right?
Yeah, he's working it.
You know?
Can I have 2 microphones like this? Okay. Do you want to work them some more?
No.
You ready?
No. Remember, M-I-Z.
I know.
Did we go too fast for you?
One year I said M-I-C.
I-Z.
K-E-Y.
M-O-U-S-E.
Mickey
Whack,
Mouse.
whack, whack, whack,
Yeah,
whack.
I got you. Okay. Are you ready? Everybody? Me. You got it? Okay, here we go. M-I-Z.
Z-O-U.
Come on. M-I-Z. This is great.
Z-O-U. Z-O-U.
Do you know that they didn't say anything until the end?
They were saving it.
Yeah, I know. Right. Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I think this is great, but you think, yeah. You just didn't sound really enthusiastic, you know? I mean, look at, you're graduating, right? How many of you are graduating? What'd you guys do last night? Come on, you've got more in it. This is a great university, right? Right? Can you do an M-I-Z-Z-O-U? It's not for me, for him, but for you. Can you? A really big one? All right. M-I-Z. Z-O-U. All right. Then we can win the bowl game. All right. Now I have a speech for those of you that like to text. Begin. Yeah, it's okay with me or Twitter or all these modern thingamajiggies that you do. Well, I just have a few things to say to you. You know, you've made a big investment here, right? Have you? You're just unanimated today. Parents, friends, have they made a big investment? I know you have, right? But it's just beginning. You've gone through a lot of stuff while you've been here. You know, you've slid on the ice. You've gotten a lot of parking tickets, right? Some of you still have them. You've probably met some people that you've liked, and maybe you're getting real chummy with them, and maybe that's gone up and down. But you've also learned a lot in the classrooms from these people behind me and others in our college and on our campus. And you really made a big investment of time. And so you're going to graduate and everything, but as everyone will tell you, it's just starting. It's a big world out there. It's getting smaller in the sense of communication because if you're twittering and emailing and everything else, the world is really small. It's really small. And I want you to kind of invest in things like your parents and your loved ones have. You know, it'd be kind of cool if do you think it'd be all right to kind of stand up, turn around, and clap at them? Why don't you do that? Because I think we appreciate it, parents. Thank you. We know that there's been a lot of sacrifice go on to get these students through, and it's a partnership, not just with us, not just with the students and us, but all of you. And it takes a lot of support to do that. You put a lot of an investment in it. I would ask you to take care of that investment, value that investment. And if you do it, it's going to pay dividends for you. And that means like maybe even coming back here for continuing education. You can do things online, and maybe not even here, but at other institutions. Make that investment. I got a few things I try to live my life by. My friends behind me and others will tell you that I fail miserably at some of this, but I still think it's important to tell people about it. You can do some things every day that will change other people's lives and yours as a result of that. The first and foremost is you can pick your own attitude. You wake up in the morning, you've heard that old thing. You guys all watch Mr. Rogers? Or am I dating myself? He's younger than I am. Anyway, Mr. Rogers, pick a happy attitude. I don't mean you have to go into work and be a Pollyanna and give everybody an apple or something like that. But what attitude you pick makes a heck of a lot of difference in how things go on the rest of the day, the rest of the month, the week, the year, whatever. The other thing I would ask you to do is think about playing. As I say to the graduates every year, you have masters and PhDs probably in knowing how to play, but it's really an important thing to do. You don't want to burrow in so hard and work so hard that you never take time out to play. It's really, really critical. And then something that I think is very important is doing things for other folks. Make somebody's day. Think about when somebody has done something for you, and particularly at a time you wouldn't have expected it. It might have been somebody working in a store. It might have been a faculty member. It could have been a staff member. It could have been a friend or a family member. But it made your day. It changed what went on. You have the power to do that for other people. And I think if you make those investments in others, I don't think that the returns will be extraordinary to you. And it's really a great way to go through life. Whenever in doubt, invest in someone else. Invest in people. Emerson says the greatest gift is of thyself, the gift to give. So I think that's an important one. I want to also leave you with what I call the 3 B's. Any of you know what that is? It's not boys, basketball, or booze. Do you know what they are? Think about this one. No bragging. You know people that when they come up and visit with you, they're always talking about themselves. Anybody know anybody like that? And how do you feel about that? It kind of shuts you down a little notch, doesn't it? No bragging. No blaming. Well, the cop gave me a ticket. I was only doing 105. Come on. Don't blame people. That doesn't add any value either. And then no belly aching. Do you like to hear people complain all the time, blame people all the time, talk about themselves all the time? These are kind of lifelong values that you can grab a hold of that will allow you to express what you've learned here at this university and how it will grow over time. So I would ask you to think about that. I'm going to leave you with 4 questions. And parents and loved ones, friends, these are for you as well. I think our college is the best college on this campus, and it's one of the best colleges of the 5 I've worked for in my career. And the reason is because we care about our students, we care about our families that our students are in, and we care about what you think. So the questions are these. What's worked for you while you've been at Mizzou and in CAFNR? What hasn't worked for you? Parking tickets aren't our deal, okay? What is it that we aren't doing that we ought to start doing? Something in a class you took and you didn't get what you thought you were going after? Something, parents, that you thought we would do as a college or even a university and working with you in relationship to your student that we did not do? What are the things that we ought to start doing that we're not now doing? And lastly, and maybe most importantly, what is it that we're doing now that we ought to stop doing? Now, I really am serious when I ask for your feedback. My email address is easy. It's the acronym of our college, CAFNR, CAFNR @Missouri.edu. So if you're inclined now or later, you're graduated, no penalties, no retribution if you send a critical comment. That's how we grow. We really would like it. It's very important for us. Now let me leave you with a poem that I read every year because I think it's the epitome in an abstract way of what success is and what you can look at and that you've already achieved and what I think you will each achieve as you go forward. Success: to laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics, and endure the betrayal of false friends. to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, a forest, or a redeemed social condition. To even know one life has breathed easier because you have lived is to have succeeded. Congratulations, guys.
Our college's Alumni Association is one of the most active and involved alumni groups at Mizzou. Each year, the Agricultural Alumni Association hosts the Tiger Classic Golf Tournament and the Unlimited Banquet to raise funds for scholarships. Many of you sitting out here today have been recipients of scholarships provided by the Ag Alumni Association. Rick Meyer, president of the Ag Alumni Association, is with us today and will bring greetings and share with you as you are about to become alumni of this great college and university so that you can get involved as well with the other alumni. Please join me in welcoming Rick Meyer to the podium. Rick?
Thank you. On behalf of the Mizzou Alumni Association, I am pleased to welcome you to a powerful network. You join a tradition of proud and successful MU alumni who are doing great things throughout the world. The association is all about building relationships and sharing knowledge, ideas, and talents to help others around you. Today, you join more than 260,000 living alumni around the world to continue a tradition of displaying Mizzou pride. The MU Ag alumni have a long tradition of demonstrating that pride by staying in touch with the college and the whole university through many of our events. I hope that you all plan to join us for many of these activities that we have. We sponsor the Tiger Classic, which is the golf tournament that we host every fall. We have a homecoming tailgate. We sponsor and help with mentoring programs with Career Services Department, as well as have an Ag Unlimited banquet every year that we help raise funds for scholarship. These are great events that you can get involved with and join other alumni and have a good time. Continue to be a part of the strong tradition of family and friends. So now I invite you to join one of the best alumni associations in the country with more than 41,000 members. For 159 years, the association has proudly supported the best interests and traditions of Mizzou. We want you to stay connected throughout your life and career with Mizzou. And in return, the Mizzou Alumni Association is going to stay connected with you and help provide services to connect you back with the university and our college. On behalf of the Alumni Association and the university, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you all as alumni. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rick, and thank you to the Ag Alumni Association for providing all those scholarships and all the other funds and things that you do behind the scenes to help our students. Thank you. We have many great leaders in our college. Some of them are sitting down here that are going to graduate today. One of those leaders is Jana Haley. Jana is the president of our college's student council. At this time, I invite Jana to the podium. Jana is going to announce the Outstanding Senior Award. Jana is from Eldon, Missouri, and pursuing a degree in agricultural education. Jana?
On behalf of CAFNR Student Council, I am proud to recognize the outstanding achievements of our students. The Outstanding Senior Award is based on nominations made by faculty members or student organizations. These nominations are then judged on the following criteria: co-curricular and leadership activities, work, internships, study abroad experiences, GPA, a statement from the nominee, and a recommendation statement. Executive members of the CAFNR Student Council diligently reviewed all of the applications before making a decision. Several nominees applied and were extremely qualified. I would like to recognize the top 5 nominations for this prestigious honor. Amanda Eiberger, an agricultural education major with an emphasis in leadership from King City, Missouri. Michael Frank, a plant science and crop management major from Lynn, Missouri. Michael May, a plant science with an emphasis in crop management from Clifton Hill. Haley Thompson, a biochemistry major from High Point, Missouri. And Douglas Wilson, an agricultural systems management major from Thompson, Missouri. This year's outstanding senior has a strong background of leadership and work experience. She has served as a leader since she first came to Mizzou. Her experiences would lead you to believe she is one of the busiest people within CAFNR. She has been heavily involved in both the Sigma Alpha Professional Sorority and the Agriculture Education Society. This outstanding senior had the honor of serving as CAFNR Week Tri-Director. Her work experiences include an internship within CAFNR as the education intern for career services. She also worked as a promotions intern for the Kansas City T-Bones Baseball Club. Our outstanding senior even spent 6 weeks studying abroad in the Czech Republic. This senior is graduating today with a degree in agriculture education with an emphasis in leadership. Please help me congratulate the 2011 CAFNR Outstanding Senior, Miss Amanda Eiberger. Congratulations, Amanda. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. Brett Begeman is an Executive Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer with commercial responsibilities for Monsanto's global business. He oversees commercial manufacturing and supply chain operations in row crops, vegetables, and crop production with the aim of accelerating Monsanto's growth potential. Brett grew up on a diversified grain and livestock farm in the Midwestern United States. He graduated from the University of Missouri with a degree in agriculture economics. Following a college internship with the company, Begeman officially joined Monsanto in 1983. As a sales representative in Minnesota. Throughout his career with the company, he served as a variety of sales, marketing, commercial development, and general management positions for Monsanto in both U.S. and international. Begeman currently resides in St. Louis, Missouri with his wife. Outside of Monsanto, his interests include college sports and golf. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Brett Begeman.
Thank you very much, Jana, and it's a great pleasure to be here with you today. And that Midwestern roots is right here in Missouri. And yes, my degree is from here at the University of Missouri. And let me be the second alumni to welcome you to the University Alumni Association and the CAFNR Alumni Association. I believe that you are graduating from one of the finest institutions in the United States with some of the finest faculty you'll find across this country. And I encourage you to take that forwards and continue to be an active member of our Alumni Association, because I know many of you will go on and do great and wonderful things. And I'd love to see you continue to be a part of this institution through our Alumni Association. You know, I grew up, as was mentioned, on a farm. And I'm kind of a simple person in that regards, in that most of what I've accomplished I can trace back to those roots growing up in agriculture. So what I thought about doing today, I'm sure many of you as students have heard the old story, everything I needed to learn, I learned in kindergarten. Well, I'm going to take that a little bit further, and I'm going to say everything that I needed to learn, I learned growing up on a Midwestern farm right here in Missouri. And I'll give you a few ideas about that I hope you can take with you, and hopefully there'll be a nugget in there somewhere that you can utilize in your careers before you. You know, one of the things that I learned along the way was the importance of agriculture. And I know that many of you are not necessarily looking at a field directly related to agriculture, but I believe many of you will be in fields that touch agriculture. And in any regard, I believe that pretty much everyone in the United States touches agriculture several times a day as we sit down and enjoy a meal. Unfortunately, everyone in the world doesn't have that luxury, but I believe you can help us make it a reality that everybody does. You know, as I think about agriculture and I think about those times as a child, I grew up with Superman. And I relate Superman to farmers. I've had the luxury, if you will, to literally travel the world and touch farmers' hands on 6 continents of the world. It constantly amazes me at how they put their entire life savings at risk with Mother Nature every year. And they do it because they love it. They do it with a passion unseen by many people. And they continue to feed an ever-growing population. You just think about not too long ago, I believe it was a month ago, the 7 billionth person joined us in the world. By 2050, we expect that there'll be 9 billion people on this earth. That means comparing from what we produced in 2000 to what we'll have to produce in 2050, we'll have to double the world's food supply. I, for one, believe that farmers around the world are capable of achieving that with the support of others of us touching and relating to agriculture to help make that real. But the reality is we're going to have to do it on the land that's available today. There is no new land. There's a bit of land that we can bring into production in Brazil, Eastern Europe, but every year we have land going out of production somewhere in the world as well. And as that land goes out of production into urbanization and other things, it means we essentially end up with the same space of land. We also have to do it with less. In many regards, we don't have a choice. Today, agriculture uses 70% of the fresh water in the world. In some parts of the world, like Africa, it uses as much as 90% of the fresh water. Obviously, if we're going to double production, we can't double the water. It doesn't exist. But I do believe that our farmers are prepared to work with us to find a way to increase the productivity of agriculture by producing more, conserving more, and improving the lives of everyone around the world. And as you leave these halls of this fine institution, whether you go directly into agriculture, whether you go into some form of hospitality touching food and food service, or you go into research from biochemistry to help make a difference, I believe all of you can make a huge contribution. A couple of things that I would share with you that I've learned over the years that I also learned on the farm. I learned that people are more alike than different. As I went to my early years of school, no different than you, I saw different kids in the class. We came from different backgrounds. We did different things, but we enjoyed a lot of the same things. And what I come to appreciate is that we had more things alike than we had different. And today, when I apply that in my professional career, and here's the nugget I hope you take with you. If we could spend most of our time, instead of making others wrong, understanding what they mean. Ask the question before you make someone else wrong. Reflect back on your time here with your friends in whatever venue you like, and how much time have you spent trying to make other people wrong versus understanding first what they stood for. We can all learn from others, even others that have a very different opinion than us. Many of the best lessons I've learned over the years have come from people that had a very different view than I did. I learned that working hard was important. I spent many hours on the farm. I enjoyed that time. It was work, but it taught me a lesson that I believe I can apply throughout my career. By working hard and focusing on the things that needed to be done, it left me a lot of time to do the things that I enjoy. I work hard today. I spend a lot of time on hard things. But I also find time to come back to Mizzou. I love college sports, and yes, I'm a Tiger fan all the way through. I know that MIZ chant as well as you, and you're going to join me next year, I'm sure, as we chant that and we show the SEC where we really play football and basketball. You're going to help us do that. But working hard on the things that matter, ignoring the things that don't matter, and they're many of the times the things that frustrate us the most. Focus on what matters and work hard. I'm stealing this next point from someone that I learned as a kid. You make your own good luck. You ever know anybody, Bob or Sue, that always seemed to have good luck? It didn't matter what they touched, they always had good luck. I've reflected on that over the years. And as I think back about good luck, I believe that you can create good luck. I think the way that you create good luck is when preparation meets opportunity. You've started preparing. I would argue you've only begun to prepare. If you continue to prepare yourself for what you're going to face in the future, and those opportunities come along, you'll be ready for those opportunities. And people will be saying about you that you seem to always have good luck because you continue to prepare. You focus on the things that are important, develop your skills, and prepare yourself. You know, as I sit back and I think about that from my own perspective, I never dreamed when I went to work as a sales rep in Minnesota that I would be doing what I'm doing today. It just did not ever cross my mind. But I enjoyed what I did as a sales rep. And I believe I worked really hard to focus on the things where I could help farmers increase their productivity in Minnesota. And yes, opportunities came along. And yes, some people today would say I had good luck. I believe you can make good luck. You've spent a number of years here, I'm not going to say how many, learning. You've learned a lot while you've been here in your 4, 5, 6 years. I'd argue it's only the beginning. The agriculture field that I started in when I left this institution is completely different than the agriculture I know today. I didn't have the luxury of learning what it's about today from fine faculty like sitting behind me. I learned it from peers. I learned it from colleagues. I learned it from customers. I read. I studied. I learned from others. But you have to continue that learning process. It's part of that preparation that I think will have a lot to do with your good luck. As a kid on the farm, I also learned that it was important to have good company. Not unlike what my parents, and I suspect your parents, talk to you about of who you hang out with. Who do you surround yourself with? Because I know there's challenging times on the farm, and when there were challenging times, we always had neighbors step up and help. You surround yourself with those people that can help you make a difference. I will tell you, as certain as I'm at this podium talking to you today, my success in business has a whole lot more to do with the people that have been around me than it has to do with me. You can play a huge role in choosing who those people are around you and who you associate with. They will make a difference in your future. I see it all too often. Whether it's in another country, whether it's here in the U.S., the people that surround themselves with really talented people go on and do wonderful things. I enjoy when I'm one of those people that's surrounding someone, because if I make them successful, I know it will help me. And I also know that they do their best to help me be successful. Don't forget to listen. Easy to say, really hard to do. Relates back to my earlier point of trying not to make people wrong. Listen for perspective. Listen for different opinions. The easiest people to listen to are those that agree with you. The hardest ones to listen to are the ones that have a different view. I'd suggest to you the greatest learning can come from listening to those that have a different view than you. And if you can keep yourself from making them right or wrong and only focus on what it is that they're trying to share, I do believe that you'll gain insight. And most importantly, and I'll end with this, I learned on the farm that every spring you get to start over. Life will be full of challenges. You'll step forwards many times, but you'll go backwards. You'll stumble, you'll fall. There are numerous opportunities to start it again. The people you've surrounded yourself with will help you. They'll give you that opportunity. They'll help you step up and go at it again. And someday you'll be doing something like me, or in a research lab, running your own business, working somewhere else doing something completely different. But there'll be those challenges. And when they come along, just remember, it's not the end of the world. You can step up and you can start over. I've lived that one many, many times. Get up, try again. You do have the opportunity to renew yourself. So let me end by saying congratulations to each and every one of you. You've put a lot of hard work into getting where you're at. Open your eyes to the future and enjoy what life brings forward. Remember that you have a lot of influence over what life brings forward for you. Remember that people around you can help make a big difference in your life. And remember, you can learn from people that have different views than you. And with that, again, congratulations. I wish you all the best, and I look forward to seeing you next year as alumni of the University of Missouri. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Begum and Brett took some time and did a great thing for us on a day that's very special for him. This is his birthday. Now, in our family, we always do a little thing for him on their birthday, right? So, no, we're not going to paddle him. That's your family, Jim. We have a nice family, don't we? So, are you ready? Are you in singing voice? You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brett. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Well, happy birthday, Brett, and thank you for sharing your experiences with us. I'm Sherry Fryermuth, Assistant Dean and Professor of Biochemistry. You may have noticed that some of the graduates are wearing a variety of colored cords with their academic regalia. These honor cords are a symbol of significant academic accomplishments. A red cord signifies the student is graduating cum laude. A yellow cord signifies magna cum laude, and a blue cord signifies the highest Latin honor of summa cum laude. These honors are bestowed upon students who earn a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Students also have the opportunity to participate in departmental, college, and university honors programs that challenge them to develop advanced problem solving, communication, and leadership skills. This honor is designated by a white cord. So all of you graduates who are graduating with honors, please stand and let us congratulate you. Thank you. This semester, we've had the wonderful opportunity of hosting 5 students from the University of Purpan in Toulouse, France. They chose the University of Missouri and CAFNR to complete a portion of their academic career, and they have joined us today during the ceremony and will also be recognized with the graduating class. So we're ready for the conferring of the degrees. A professional photographer will be taking pictures as the graduates exit the stage. Other photos from family and friends are welcomed and encouraged. Please feel free to make your way down when it is your graduate's turn to be recognized. To assist you, the graduates will be called and proceed across the stage by degree program, and you can find that located on page 35 of the commencement program. As the program area is called, the advisors for that program will step forward to congratulate the students. At this time, I invite Julie Belmer, chair of the college's policy committee, to the podium to present the graduates.
Will the graduates please rise? Vice Chancellor and Dean Payne, parents, family, and friends, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for baccalaureate degree for the class of December 2011. Candidates, please come forward.
Agribusiness management. Ryan James Missy, Ag Business Management, Ag Systems Management. Morgan Elizabeth Quinn, cum laude. Ruth E. Price. Anna L. James. Samantha Jo Englert. Brian D. Petting. Constance Beverly Bernking. William Dean Birch. Kyle Joseph Wordenhausen. Moises Aguayo. Matias Calieri. Agricultural Economics. Nicholas R. Rausch. Agricultural Education. Cable W. Oaks, cum laude. Amanda Marie Iberger. Sarah Nicole Fayola. Agricultural Systems Management. Michael Jordan Davis. Douglas Lewis Wilson. Christian Alexander Heredia Hicks. Stephen Samuel DeMaster. Trenton J. Brongart. Ivan E. Greenwood. Agriculture. Gustav Schladik. William Harold. Andrew Carl Jones. Jason Allen Palmgren. Kelsey Ann Burke. Russell Todd Hoggard. Animal Sciences. Lily Rash, summa cum laude. Lacey M. Jones. Erin Marie Lang. Kyler A. Mormon. Jessica A. Fleming. Lindsay Marie Kelso. Hannah E. Rackers. Jordan Matthew Thomas, summa cum laude. Ellen M. Cushing. Shanna Ray Bader. Jessica R. Johnson. Mary Aline Hiles. Jessica Kate Schwartz. Daniel Edward Gower. Lexi K. Fry. Courtney L. Johnson, cum laude. Kayla M. Detterding. Biochemistry. Brent Eugene Fitzwater, magna cum laude honors. Ellen Elizabeth Butler, cum laude honors. Emily Christine Rigdon, magna cum laude honors. Hallie Jess Thompson. Cyrus Michael McConnell. Aaron Michael Osborne. Ryan M. Shell, magna cum laude. Eric A. Reyes. Jacob Alexander Mick. Ashley B. Warfield. Food Science and Nutrition. Charlie J. Shinsky. Mike Ryan Hamby. Jiang Wan Han. Kimberly Elizabeth Musket. Afia Darkwa. Hospitality Management. Brittany G. Guzman. Hannah T. Burnett, magna cum laude. Olivia Lakin Britt.
Hold it up for a second. The huggers, you're knocking people's hands off. Yeah. Okay.
Chelsea L. Matthews. Joseph James Chrisman. Michael B. Scheel. Brandon David Wheeler. Charles C. Ukta Jr. Catherine Marie Lesky. Ryan Michael Denby. Catherine Marie Tushmit. Meredith L. Steckel. Abby Elizabeth Kissel. Marika Renee Bononsky. Skylar C. Stevens. Jennifer L. Wobel. Elise Marie Brown. Brett A. Trachtenberg. Margaret Eileen Lohmeyer, cum laude. Michael Douglas Egnew. Angeline J. Meredith. Ann T. Ho. Dominique Jarrell Hamilton. Terrell Rosano. Plant Sciences.
Okay. Excuse me. So stop. Focus. It's all good. Thank you. Okay, set.
Michael J. Frank. Michael Tyler May. Craig Berry. Claire Riasetto. Jacob Christopher Husty. Stacy Lynn Hinches. Tracy E. Zimmerman. Nathaniel Cletus Tevlin. David Ryan Trauby.
Last one. That was it.
University of Perpon.
What did you just say? Okay.
Loan Moulier.
That was it. Yes. That's right. There's one.
Nicola Cook.
No. I'll tell you.
Audrey Dejean. Charles Zerbib. Versan Gerteau.
I don't know where we're going next. We're done.
Is it your turn? This is it. Are they all there yet? Okay, I have a tab. Okay.
Okay. Now, you remember when I was standing up here before you and I said that I stood between you and graduation? How many of you yelled for me? Yeah. All of you that yelled for me, this speech is for you. The rest of you, I'll see you next year. I now have the pleasant responsibility of officially conferring your degrees. Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? That's all of you out there. Even those of you that yelled for Spain, that's okay. Upon the recommendation of our faculty and the authority of our Board of Curators of the University of Missouri, I hereby confer upon you the respective degrees for which you've qualified, with all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Your degree can't be bought, you can't sell it, you can't give it away, and it cannot be stolen from you. It's yours. You earned it. Take care of it. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating our graduates.
Graduates, please stay standing. It's my responsibility to inform you that upon satisfactory completion of your course of study, and of course paying the university all those outstanding parking tickets you might have, your official diploma will be mailed to you. Graduates, it's a time-honored tradition of moving the mortarboard tassel. At this time, please join your fellow graduates in this tradition by moving your tassel from the right to the left to signify that you've earned your degree. Parents, family, guests, faculty, please stand while Miss Whitney Dahlstrom leads us in the singing of the first verse of the university's alma mater. The words are inside the back cover of your commencement program. But graduates, I know that you won't need to look at that to be able to sing it. But if you have to, it's on the inside of the back cover. Whitney, please take your hats off, gentlemen.
Oh, Missouri, fair Missouri, dear of our city, ours are hearts that fondly love thee. Here's a hail to thee. Proud art thou in classic beauty of thy noble past, with thy watchwords honored duty, thy high fame shall last.
Please join me in expressing our appreciation to the Columbia Community Band under the direction of Mr. John Patterson. We certainly appreciate your participation in our ceremony. Thank you very much. I also want to acknowledge that students from Tiger Garden, one of our student-operated learning laboratories, arranged the flowers and the plants that you see, the poinsettias that you see up here on the stage. So thanks to those students. Another nice feature of being in the College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources is that we will provide each graduate participating today with a professionally produced DVD of the ceremony. Please join me in thanking Sue Hollingsworth. Where's Sue? Sue's right over there. Join me in thanking Sue Hollingsworth and her video production staff for the outstanding job they do. There's a camera up there, and there's a camera over here, right over there, and then there's one that floats, another one down here somewhere. And so in the DVD, all of you that you will get, you will be on there in various places. Most important, thank you, parents, family, and friends, for helping today honor our graduates. We are proud of their accomplishments. Congratulations to each one of you. We look forward to greeting you and your families at the reception in the field house. To locate the graduates and the respective faculty advisors, there are signs above the tables with the degree names. Please stand while the platform party exits the stage.